The Upper Hand, Season 3, Episode 2 of Resident Alien. Have my review for you and an apology too. Okay, hi everyone, and before we begin, let's get into my tardiness in reviewing this episode. Yes, I'm sorry I am late. I was a day late watching it, and a day late extra reviewing it. Unfortunately, real life events superseded this watching this episode, but I will endeavour to get back to normal as of next week as best I can. So, yeah, this episode here. We open up with a scene that turns out to be set 70 years in the past. A young girl, she's on like a hiking, camping trip. It's night time and she goes to a hot spring and a grey alien appears out of the hot spring and the little girl runs off screaming and drops a snow globe. The snow globe is picked up. It's a Yellowstone snow globe. That comes into play later in the episode. Harry and Asta, they decide to tell Darcy about Joseph and the plan that they have for Asta to be dating Joseph, to get information out of him about why the Greys are here. Max sets up a club with a couple of friends from school. Now, obviously, we lost the young girl. She's left for whatever reason. A bit questionable, that one, considering events in the world and stuff like that. But he's set up an alien club with two of his friends, and he comes round to Harry's place, catches Harry in the process of having a shave, as well as shaving his chest, and sort of kind of threatens him to reveal himself as being an alien, and that happens. Yep. Harry and Darcy together, they get trapped. They get trapped in a place that is owned by Joseph, his apartment, by some of this alien technology that kind of encages them and then starts shrinking in size. They're trapped within, all while Joseph is with Asta at the diner having on a date. And they he reveals to her that he's an alien. And he's there, he's kind of answering, or not answering her, trying to get questions out of her, shall we say, information out of her about Harry. And she starts to reveal information about Harry that's not true, that's based upon Mork and Mindy, the Robin Williams TV show from way back in the, was it late 70s or early 80s? I can't remember now. I do have them on DVD, but I digress there. So this is all going on. He's trapped. Harry's trapped with Darcy while these events going on in the diner. Joseph reveals to Darcy to Asta, that he's got them trapped. He shows them on a video phone. But they come to get rescued. They come to get rescued by Max and his gang of kids, his two friends, who have followed them there and made their way in through the front door. And all it's a case of unplugging the machine, but Max wants Harry to reveal himself. Harry still doesn't reveal himself, but does reveal tells them that Joseph, who owns this place, is an alien, and Max is the sort of number one alien tracker. Max seems to be happy with that. Sheriff Mike splits up with his girlfriend, or she comes and dumps him essentially, and this leads him to, well, ending up in a bar drunk and waking up with Judy, much to his dismay. But before this, he has a little bit of a photo session with Ben Hawthorne, and his foot, for this foot fetish, to try and make some money. And he gets to see that there's a little lump on the bottom of his foot, of Ben's foot, and questions, well, what's that? Maybe you should go and get it checked out because it could interfere with your your foot career. So this leads Ben Hawthorne to go and see Harry, who Harry puts him into hypnosis, and this is hypnosis leads to Ben remembering, but under hypnosis, but he won't remember that he's remembered stuff about him on board the alien spacecraft, where there's a big pile of shoes, and within that is that snow globe that we mentioned earlier in the episode from 70 years prior. At the diner, previous to this, there's so much that goes on in these episodes. Seriously, there really is. Which makes it hard to review. It really does. So previous to this, at the diner, Joseph gets sedated by Asta, and he gets taken to Harry's, where Harry has him, and at least a bit of a thing between the two of them, which is played out in very comedic fashion. This was a great episode. This was a great episode. Really difficult to talk about. Like I said, I find this really difficult to review because you don't have the standard A-B storyline that TV shows have, and there's so many characters thrown into the fray that it just makes it so difficult. But this episode was hilarious. It's like all of a sudden Resident Alien has done a U-turn and come back to kind of what's made it great in the first place. Gone is a lot of the stuff that plagued season 2, and it seems like the course correction has taken place. They've certainly had time to do that and think about things, and we're left with an episode with some truly hilarious moments. You know, you've got the scenes at the beginning where young Max confronts Harry with his friends during the shaving. Again plays out some hilarious fashion with young Max stunning himself with the stun gun outside the window and Harry laughing away. You know, the end scene between Harry and Joseph, where they're in Harry's place and Harry's played everything out in his mind, and it always ends with them getting bored by this fella that's come round to fix the refrigerator or fix the glass repairman being the same fellow. There's some great stuff in this episode all throughout. Seriously, Alan Tudyk, he's on top form. It's a very well directed episode, directed by Leah Thomas of Back to the Future fame and Howard the Duck back in the day. I'm hoping most definitely for the next 6 episodes to be more focused, more in tune with what the audience wants, as this episode seems to be. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So anyway, again, apologies for being so late with talking about this one. I've woke up now. I've done the review. My head is banging. Seriously, I've got a serious headache. Real life just crept in. What am I saying? And but hopefully next week I'll be back to norm as best I can be. Thanks again. I'll see you later. Goodbye.